Then, something soft, something warm touches me. The sensation is accompanied by the faint smell of citrus. But the thing that grazed against my lips wasn't her finger. Yeah! What's going on, YouTube? My name is VitaminDStain, and welcome back to some what she said. Catfish Stella and the Reaper's Butterflies. Before we get started, go ahead, watch the previous video. If you had not seen it yet, it's gonna be on your right side, my left side. Go watch it right now. I'll be here whenever you're ready. And if you do happen to enjoy this video, please consider subscribing and hitting that link for your boy, because it helps my self-esteem a lot. Thank you. And if you have any gaming recommendations, please let me know in the comment section below or on my handles. My handles are on the video description. Hit me up, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter. I don't care, whatever. Do it! And without further ado, let's get straight into this video. We're starting on chapter 6, part 1. A couple days later, we had Suzuna-san and the others taste test the meat buns as well. To no surprise, they were extremely well received. As for the equipment we'd need to re-steam the buns, I asked Rokuro-san that introduced me to the supplier we could rent from. Finally, New Year's Eve is upon us. All the preparations for the stall have been completed. Later tonight, the shrine maidens of Akaiwa Shrine will be performing a traditional dance dedicated to the Shinto gods. As a result, there are already quite a decent number of shrine goers, and a few other stalls have already opened for business as well. But since we're first timers at this festival, we decided to bite off more than we could chew and focus our efforts on the evening crowds instead. Alright, guess we better get going. Everything's fine. It seems like they've hired a bit of extra security as well, so we should be able to stay open all night. Yes, other mommy. You got it. Thanks. I'll do that if our hands get too full. Yeah, me too. She's getting ready at the moment. The door to the break room creaks open not a second after the word leaves my mouth. Can't wait to see the reaction. Ah yes, it's gonna be good. The moment we've been waiting for. And out comes Shiki-san wearing her kipao. I think I'm saying it right. Her eyes dart to and fro with embarrassment. No one's gonna care. Japan's open to any and all cultures. Besides, you look really great. Really cute. You got nothing to worry about. See? We told you, Natsume. Shiki-san squirms with embarrassment, but only for a moment. After heaving a large sigh, her eyes stop darting around and she begins to regain some of her usual composure. No, you're not. No, you're not. She's lying. She's lying. She always lies. All women do is lie. I'm kidding. It's a joke. It's a joke. Dressed in her kapao, she calls out to passerbys by a loud voice. Like she did earlier at the cafe. Wait, hold up. What? No. Go back. Like she said earlier at the cafe, it seems like she's already gotten over her embarrassment. Good. Without a hint of embarrassment, or rather somewhat desperately, she raises her voice even louder. Her words and her outfit, combined with her natural beauty, slowly began to draw the interest of nearby shrine goers. Although many people were most interested in visiting the actual shrine than the street stalls, they still threw a few interested glances our way as they walked by. Quite a few of them, in fact. I get the feeling they'll be stopping by on their way back. He's gonna burn himself too. I'm calling him. Oh, right in front of our mans too. Oh, Kusa not gonna like that. Hear those words, my hand suddenly comes to a halt.
メニューは肉まんのみとなっております。次のお客様どうぞ。
Dang. Krista was all worried. Nothing. She'd already shut down the guy's advances before I could even interject. Why would you? It's not your girl. I recall her mentioning how annoyed she gets with pushy guys, and judging by his tone, this was far from his first time trying to pick up girls. Oh, thank you for waiting. That'll be 100 yen. It's very hot, so please be careful. Nothing like a steaming hot meat bun on a cold winter night. In no time at all, we were attracting a surprising amount of customers with very little effort. The cheap 100 yen price tag must be drawing a lot of interest. Of course, our beautiful kapow wearing sales girl too. That air of authenticity turned out to be even more effective than I imagined it to be.
肉まんはいかがでしょうか。一つ100円です。
Atta girl.
肉まんだって。こういう屋台では珍しいよね。
湯気でほっかほか。買ってみようか。
でも美味しいのかな。この先にコンビニもあったよね。
コンビニはいつでもどこでも食べられるじゃん。それにほら、茶色服の子が売ってる。あの子が作った本場の肉まんよ。
Nice.
あ、本当だ。うわ、かわいい。なんかずるい。あんなにかわいいとか。
私買ってみる。100円だし、サイズもそんなに大きくなさそうだしさ。
待ってよ、私も買うから。
すみません。肉まん2つください。ありがとうございます。2つで200円になります。暑いのでお気をつけください。ありがとうございます。
やっぱりあれ、ただのコスプレじゃないかな。めっちゃ日本語足し
She
た。
kinda does pull off the Chinese look though.
いただきます。おいしいやつだこれ。
そうなん？
本場かどうかはわかんないけど、すっごく美味しい。
コンビニとは違う感じ。ギューって中に閉じ込められた美味しさがかぶりついた瞬間に口の中に広がるみたい。くどくないけど決して薄味ってわけじゃない。旨味が詰まった肉あんとそれを包む生地の甘さのバランスがまた素晴らしい。
I'm hungry now.
なんで突然美食家気取り？
それくらい美味しいってこと。
あんたいつも大げさなのよ。物事はもっと冷静に伝えないと誤解を生むんだからね。だいたい肉まんなんて
速報値2個までよく私のことを言えるよね。
確かにこれ美味しい。
Case in point, quite a few customers seemed to think that we were selling authentic Chinese buns, given that they were being sold by a girl in a kapow. But while we might not be able to compare to the real thing, at the very least, I can't hear anyone complain about the taste. You know, I didn't expect our buns to be so popular with women.
女子の方が体が冷えたりするから、それにソースで汚れる心配もないしね。
I guess it's a good thing we made them smaller than the convenience store ones, easier for girls to eat. Then there's your kapow too. I told you it was a good idea to wear one.
認めざるを得ないか。こんな風にお客さんが来てくれるんだから。
Then again, it was kind of a fortunate coincidence for me too. I was confident that Shiki-san would draw a lot of attention in her kapow, but I didn't expect people to assume we were selling authentic Chinese food. But at any rate, I'm glad it's helping us attract more businesses. If it had no effect whatsoever, she might have gone pretty mad at me. Nevertheless, it all worked out in the end because of how cute she is. I sneak another peek at her. Nice. Alright, bro, that's a slow look. Can you at least do it faster? Not just cute, but also fairly sexy too.
何？
Nothing. I could feel my body growing hot as she catches me staring. Feeling my cheeks start to redden, I quickly avert my gaze. Looks like it's almost midnight. A little ways away, a small crowd of people is beginning to form. Seems to be a bunch of college students who come here to ring in the new year. The sort of thing college students do when they get together to celebrate. Or so I've heard, at least, since I'm usually not a participant in these sorts of gatherings. Swept up in the moment, several more people begin to join in on the countdown.
3、2、1、0!
As the clock strikes midnight, shouts of joy erupt all around us. Here and there, the sound of cheers and applause echoes loudly through the air. Happy New Year!
明けましておめでとうございます。
Here's to another great year.
よろしく。
What's the matter?
ちょっとね、ここ数ヶ月のことを思い出してた。カフェであったこととか、みんなとのこととか、半年前の自分に言っても信じないだろうな。
Same. Yeah, me neither. I never would have believed I'd get the chance to ring in the new year with Shiki Natsume, and I doubt I'll ever forget this night for the rest of my life. But come to think of it, aren't you supposed to reflect on the past year before the new year?
仕方ないでしょ。忙しかったんだから。
Well, get ready, because it's probably going to get even busier now, with all the old visitors leaving and the new visitors coming in. We should stock up on more buns while we can. Might as well use this food warmer we rented.
それがいいかも。こんな人の流れの途中で列は作れないだろうから。
Let's try not to let any food go to waste tonight, so make sure to attract all the customers you can.
はいはい、やりますよ。カフェステラと死神の蝶。
Chapter 6, Part 2. Thank you very much. It's very hot, so please be careful.
どうも。
Bun in hand, the customer walks away from the stall. Watching him leave, I let out a long sigh. Phew. Several hours have passed since midnight. There were people who came to ring in the new year. People who came to worship at the shrine. People who stayed up late celebrating, but pooped in for a quick prayer before going to bed. Popped. But the visitors were starting to dwindle, and things were finally beginning to settle back down. I have dyslexia, I think. Man, we sold a lot more than I'd expected.
そうね。ここまで売れるとは思ってなかった。
All thanks to your hard work, Shiki-san.
ああ、喉痛い。
Thanks for hanging in there.
そっちもね。肉まんの残りはどれくらい？
2 in the food warmer and 5 left in the freezer. Should we heat up the rest?
その必要はなさそうかも。今は落ち着いてるから。新年明けましておめでとうございます。秋月さん、明けましておめでとう。
Happy New Year.
おめでとう。売れ行きの方はどうだ？
Booming, but not at this hour, obviously.
まあそうか。時間も時間だしな。
Once the sun comes up, though, I'm sure it'll get much busier.
では今のうちに交代しておきましょうか。
忙しくなってから交代してはいろいろと面倒だ。
I guess that's true. Well, alright then. Just so you know, the buns in the food warmer were steamed less than an hour ago.
わかった。
夏目さんも休んでください。そうね。お言葉に甘えさせてもらおうかな。
Thanks for relieving us.
はい、任せてください。
ご苦労だったな。後のことは任せてゆっくり休め。
お昼前には鈴音さんも応援に来てくれるそうですから。
Leaving them to it, Shiki-san and I step outside the stall. Feels like I've been hanging on by a thread, but now I'm ready to drop.
本当によかった。ちゃんと売れて美味しいって言ってもらえて。
People compliment our food all the time at the cafe, don't they?
それは大抵鈴音さんの味だから。こうして頑張ったのを認めてもらえるのは思ってたより嬉しい。鈴音さんがこだわる理由もちょっと理解できた。理解はできたけど真似はできないかな。疲れた。
Same. Having unwavering confidence in yourself is extremely hard to manage. But that's just one of the many things that makes Suzune-san so amazing. Well, anyway, have a good night.
こらこら、どこに行く？
Home?
一人にしないでよ。在な服を着てる変な女だと思われるでしょ。お願いだから店まで付き合って。
No, I'm going home. I'm sleeping. Alright. But only you ask me a little more sweetly.
もっと一緒にいてくれないと嫌だ。
Cringe.
何？
Oh, I didn't think you'd actually do it. I gotta say, though, it just feels weird hearing you saying that.
やらせといて。殴っていい？
Anything for you. Yes, please. It'd be an honor. My reaction. Don't give me that look. I'm kidding. I'll walk you back. Don't worry.
でもその前にお参りに行こっか。
You sure you want to go in there?
不本意ながら服を着替えてからもう一回来るのはちょっと面倒かなって。今なら人も少なそうだし。
Well, if you say so, I'll come with you. Excuse me. All right.
ねえ高峰くん。
As I'm about to leave, Shiki-san, who had finished changing out of her kapow, calls out to me one more time.
ついでに初日の出も見に行かない？
Eh? The sunrise? Oh, I guess it is about that time. Sure, why not? Since we're already out, I suppose we might as well. Well, yo, this is sick. Yo, hold up. Kusei looks a lot different than what I had in mind. What the heck? He looks like a stud. What the heck? Like I'm not saying that I thought he was ugly, but he's definitely a lot more different than what I pictured. He's a stud. Oh yeah, they make a good couple. What the heck? Heck yeah, this is a screenshot, my boy. I love this. While it isn't pitch black outside, the sky is still rather dim. This must be what they call the break of dawn. The two of us stand together atop the emergency stairwell of a nearby apartment building, gazing east. As it begins to brighten, the sky's purplish hues, unlike the deep blue of day, take on a soft, somewhat unique glow. It'd be nicer if you showed us, you know? Or perhaps the reason it feels so special is because of Shiki-san standing next to me. Even in profile, she looks beautiful. But in order to keep my thoughts from showing, I pull my scarf up around my neck.
使ってくれてるんだ、そのマフラー。
Huh? Oh, yeah. It's pretty nice.
ならよかった。
By the way, what did you think of the present I got you?
どうって聞かれてもいいラインなんじゃない？よく使うものだからもらって困ることはないし、友達からもらうもの
Just say you love it!
重くない。
Sorry. I meant more what did you think about it personally?
私としても嬉しかった。
That's what we wanted to hear. Oh. Well, I'm just glad you didn't hate it or think it was a piece of useless trash or anything.
ほう、私のことそういう人間だと思ってたんだ。ああ、そうですか。
Look, I didn't know how you'd react. You can't blame me for being nervous. To be honest, it's been bugging me a lot these past few days, but I was too scared to ask you about it. I'm happy to hear you're actually using it, though.
で、誰の入れ知恵？
The nice lady at the woman's drugstore that I dashed in a few minutes before closing. Belle, come on, why would you tell
と
her?
思った。
Yeah, of course.
でも嬉しかったのは本当。香りも悪くないし、ああいうのって自分で買うにはちょっと値段がね。
I know what you mean. I'm not sure I'd buy such a small jar of moisturizer at that price, too. I was kind of shocked at how much it was. The stuff I buy usually isn't anywhere near as expensive.
高峰くんもケアしてるの？
Just a bit of cream for my hands, since they get kind of dry from the disinfectant we use at work.
唇にも気をつけた方がいいかもよ。
Dang,
唇ガサガサだと
that sucks.
キスするときに嫌がられるかもしれないし。
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind if someday in the far-off future I ever have someone to kiss.
別にそういう意味で言ったわけじゃないんだけどな。
The conversation comes to an abrupt pause. Although we continue to stare out in the eastern sky, the sun has yet to crest the horizon. What about you, Shiki-san? Do you, take care of your lips just in case you ever want to kiss someone? That's such a weird question.
単純に割れると痛いから。あと身だしなみとして。これでも女の子だしね。
Out of curiosity, have you ever kissed anyone before?
中学生か。
On God. Sorry.
ない。
What?
だからキスしたことない。高峰くんは？
No, of course not. If I had, I probably would have been able to die without any regrets back then.
そりゃそうだ。
Beside me, Shiki-san lets out a hushed giggle. Then turning my eyes back towards the sky, I say to her, maybe I should try using a slightly more expensive moisturizer, like yours. Maybe then I'll stop misplacing it or forgetting to use it. But they usually have a pretty strong smell, don't they?
無香料もたくさんあると思うけど、そういう匂いは苦手？
Not when they're too overpowering.
教えてあげようか。どれくらいの？
Alright, so like, are you gonna like give me the bottle or? Huh? Sure. She's gonna pull out the bottle in our face. I know it. As I turn to look at her, I find her face much cuter and much closer than I thought. Reflexively, I avert my eyes from hers. Her face is just inches from my own. Then, something soft, something warm touches me. The sensation is accompanied by the faint smell of citrus. But the thing that grazed against my lips wasn't her finger. Yo! Her face is right before my eyes. Her eyes are closed and her eyelashes really are long. I'm not sure what happened. My mind's got utterly blank. What did she just do? Good question. If I didn't know any better, I'd almost think she kissed me. It smells good. Our eyes meet. I can feel my cheeks burning with embarrassment. Nevertheless, our eyes remain locked to one another's, as if drawn by some invisible force. Our lips come together a second time. The same pleasant sensation spreads over my lips once again. Soft, warm, blissful. Her face, illuminated by now rising sun, is more beautiful than ever. In this moment, she's the only thing I can see. She doesn't pull back. In fact, she presses her lips against mine even harder than before. Nice. The pleasure is too much. It's downright intoxicating. I want more of her, not just her lips, but even... Hey, horny. Horn dog. I can't hold back any longer. Before I know it, I find myself leaning in, kissing her even more greedily. Alright, I get it. Shiki-san. How long have our lips been locked together? I can hardly breathe. I don't want to pull apart, but I have to. She was freaking dying too. That's why she was moaning, bro. What an idiot. Finally, our lips separate. We both gasped for air, refilling our brains with oxygen. I thought she was pulling out a bottle, Brody. I gradually begin to regain my composure as the wintry wind blows against my skin.
私帰る。朝日も見れたから。
Huh? What just happened? Before I'd realized it, the sky had started to brighten considerably. The sun's beginning to peek over the horizon now, albeit only partially. But by the time I turned back around, Shiki-san had already left. She'd vanished quickly, without another word, almost as if running away. Yo, that's crazy, my guy. Oh my god, I'm hyped. Finally, dude. Finally. Oh, I thought it was gonna die without. I like the piano music. That warm, soft sensation lingers on my lips. Despite it being the middle of winter, my face feels unusually hot. Are we chasing her? After taking a shower, I flopped down onto my bed. That wasn't a dream. I still have to work the stall later today, so I need to get some sleep. But I'm not sure how I'm going to get any. That was a kiss, wasn't it? That was definitely a kiss. What's more, she was the one who initiated it. The sensation still lingers on my lips. I can feel it keenly, even though the cold of winter. A warmth and softness that I know I'll never forget. But why did she do that? I, obviously, was extremely happy. I've had feelings for her for some time now. Yes, sir. But that's exactly why that kiss is bugging me to no end. The more I think about it, the hotter the area around my abdomen seems to get. In fact, my entire body seems to be growing hot with arousal, dispelling every last bit of drowsiness in my body. What the heck? Who just kisses someone and leaves without another word? That kiss felt too dang good. I'm just an experienced virgin after kissing a girl as pretty as her, feeling her soft lips against mine. What the heck's a guy like me to do? Am I just supposed to swallow these carnal urges and go to sleep? That's not happening. This rock hard erection isn't going to go away by itself. But if I don't get some rest, I'll be too tired for work this afternoon. Guess I'll find something to jerk off to. That's too funny, yo. I'm dead. When I open my eyes, I find myself lying on top of my bed. Looks like I managed to get some shut-eye. Thankfully. Without beating my meat. But while my head feels a bit clearer now, I can't say the same for my body. And I don't mean the feeling in my abdomen. I had before going to sleep. I'm talking about the feeling of unease inside my chest, because I still haven't found a clear answer. Guess I'd better have that soon. In spite of the cold weather, my lips felt strangely warm. Still thinking about it. Heck yeah, he will be. Today's January 1st, New Year's. When I arrive back at Akaiwa Shrine, I see quite a number of visitors passing through the shrine gate. While it's not so busy that lines are forming, there are still enough people that walking at my own pace prove rather difficult. Going with the flow of the crowds, I eventually make my way back to the stall.
高峰さ
戻ったか。
You guys run into any problems?
ん、大好評につき売れ行き好調です。
あえて言うなら好調すぎてこの様子だとあらかじめ用意した肉まんの数が足りないかもしれないほどだ。
Talk about suffering from success. Well, we don't run out anytime soon. But we won't run out anytime soon, will
元
we?
日が終われば参拝客も多少は落ち着くと思うので、売れる数も減ると思いますが。
I'm a little worried still. Well, either way, it's time for me to relieve you two. So,
それについては心配しないでください。鈴音さんが追加で作ってくれているので。
she is?
昼前に初詣に来てな。その時に話をしたのだ。今店で作っているはずだ。
Wow, I didn't think she could be bothered to get off her butt during the— Ow! Before I can finish my sentence, someone lightly slaps the back of my head.
本人のいないところで失礼なこと言わない。
She's so small. I love her. Why would I say that to your face? You'd kill me.
本人に言えないようなことはそもそも口にしない。陰口は良くないよ。
Touche. Anyway, Happy New Year.
明けましておめでとう。お疲れ様です、鈴音さん。肉まんの方はどうですか？やっといた。ありがとうございます。
That must have been a lot of work for you to do on your own. I would have helped if you gave me a call.
平気。ちゃんとアシスタントも連れてきてたからね。
よっす。
Hey,
明けましておめでとう。
our boy. Oh, you came with her, Hiroto? Happy New Year.
来てたっていうか、強引に連れてこられた。そして肉まん作らされた。って言って。
Sorry to hear that. Thanks for the help, though.
いいよ別に。この手伝いの分は
Nice.
バイト代も出るって話だからな。一応。
Get your bread up.
それにお前、昨日の夜からずっと働いてたんだろ？
More or less.
大変だな。あの店のこともそうだけど。
For our mommy.
頑張るんだ。
Why? I don't know. Because it's fun, I guess. Plus, the harder I work, the bigger the reward.
例えば
Well, don't tell him. You know, this and that. There's no way I can tell him I kissed Shiki-san. For one thing, I still haven't figured out whether or not this means we're dating now. Or why exactly she kissed me in the first place.
いいな。やっぱ俺ももっと単位取っておけばよかった。そしたら俺も青春っぽいことできたかもしれないのに。
What? What? By working at the cafe with her sister?
それだけは勘弁。今日だけでも何度ケツを蹴り上げられたことか。パワハラ反対、虐待ダメ。
あんたが分量測ってやらないからでしょうが。
あんだけ量があるならある程度適当にやっても変な味にはならないだろ。
そういうことは毎日何かしらの料理をしてる人間だけが言っていいことなの。
I want to meet Suzune's voice actress, dude. She's so funny. I love her. She's so— I don't know. Something about Suzune. I just love her, dude. She's funny.
へいへい。
Either way, thanks. I appreciate the help.
あ、
And thank you too, Suzune-san.
どういたしまして。接客シフトの代わりだから。
Alright, well, take care of the rest from here. Thanks for the help.
でもどうしてもってことがあったら連絡して。
Oh, you'll lend us a hand?
応援としてヒロトを差し向けるから。
おい。
いいじゃん。どうせゴロゴロしてるだけでしょ。
それは姉貴もだろうが。
Alright, alright. Don't start a fight in front of the stall. By the way, has anyone seen Shiki-san?
それは
What?
まだ姿を見てませんね。でもすぐに見えると思いますよ。
シキさんもすぐに来るのか。年始の挨拶くらいはしておこうかな。
Wait a second. Don't tell me.
すみません。肉まん一つくだ
Yo,
さい。
where is she?
はい、ありがとうございます。
100円になります。
はい。
ありがとうございました。
暑いのでお気をつけください。ありがとうございました。
Let me take over for you guys.
そうだな。ではそうさせてもらうか。
Thanks for all your hard work.
では先に。
お店の部屋で休んでいますから、何かあればすぐに連絡をください。
I will.
シキさんが来るまで俺が手伝ってやろうか。
Thanks, but I'll be fine. You've already done enough by helping make all these extra buns.
そうかならいいんだけどな。
あら、お言葉に甘えて帰って寝るか。じゃ、お先。
See you later.
寒っ。こたつこたつ。
本当にいいのか。
Yeah, I'll be fine.
わかった。じゃあ大学でな。
Yep, see ya. There, everyone's gone now. Are you gonna come out now?
気づいてたんだ。
Nice. At the sound of my voice, Shiki-san appears from behind the back of the stall, clad in her kapow. Well, I had a hunch. Were you embarrassed because Hiroto was here, or what?
半分正解。
I thought she would have cared if Suzune had seen her, but she still recognizes Hiroto from school, even though they don't work together. Maybe she didn't want to be seen in an outfit like this, or so I thought. It's okay, I get it.
は？高峰君は別にコスプレとかしてないでしょ？
Well, yeah, but what I meant was, actually, never mind. I don't want others to see her. I know it's stupid to feel this possessive when we're not even dating or anything. Still, I don't want Hiroto to see her. In fact, I don't even want the shrine goers ogling at her. But then we probably wouldn't get much publicity or very many customers. So, what's the other reason? She blushes and averts her gaze. From the side, I can see her pouting somewhat peevishly. Those plump, slightly protruding lips of hers look so alluring. Yesterday, well, technically it was this morning. I really kissed her, those lips touched mine. I can't peel my eyes away. For a moment, it's the only thing I can think of. The scent of citrus, the warmth of her touch, the morning sun bathing us in light. That was a kiss, wasn't it? But right before I can ask her that
い
question...
いですか？肉まん欲しいんですけど。
That sucks.
はい、お一つでしょうか。
いや、二つ。
ありがとうございます。暑いのでお気をつけください。
あら、この声って。
Hey. It's our
大
Bomi
家
land
さん。
lady.
やっぱりびっくりした。可愛い服を着てるのね、夏目ちゃん。
まさか大家さんに見られるなんて。
Come on, it's not that bad. Hey, don't glare at me. I didn't do anything. Happy New Year's, ma'am.
明けましておめでとう。どうしたの？
Well, the head priest at the shrine is an acquaintance of mine. Long story short, he asked me to do this as a favor for him. That's why we're here, selling meat buns.
そうなの？ああ、じゃあ私も一つもらおうかしら。
Thank you very much. That'll be 100 yen.
暑いのでお気をつけください。
ありがとう。ああ、意外と小さいのね。よかった。これくらいなら食べきれそう。おいしい。
I'm glad you like it. Shiki-san put a lot of effort into making them good.
余計なこと言わなくていいから。
そうなの？おいしいわよ、この肉まん。
Nice.
ありがとうございます。
ところで、二人はずっと屋台で働いているの？
休憩も取りはしますけど、三が日は基本的
Dang,
に
that sucks.
実家には帰らないの？
一応顔を見せには帰りますけど、終わってからになると思います。
そう。なら家に残ってるのね。あ、ならおせち届けに行くわね。ちょっと作りすぎちゃっただけだから遠慮しないで、むしろ食べてくれると助かるの。
はい、そういうことならありがとうございます。
うん。それじゃあ私はもう行くわね。
Take care, and thank you for your patronage.
まさか大家さんに見られるなんて。
What's the big deal? It's not like she teased you about it.
そうだけど、だからこそ余計に恥ずかしいのよ。もう。
So we're not going to talk about what happened this morning? No? Okay. Although it's New Year's Day, the number of visitors naturally begins to decline come evening. There's no need to steam new meat buns anymore. We'll still have a couple left in the food warmer. Guess we should pack it up soon. Over the course of working, we gradually began talking more. And before I realized it, we were already back to chatting like normal. Didn't ask her about the kiss. Don't want to hear it. It was a mistake. I can't rhyme at all. It just feels empty. Rapping's harder than I thought.
突然何の話？
Nothing. Just ignore me.
お疲れ様です。すみさめさん、お疲れ様。はい。あ、こうせいくんもお疲れ。
Hey, you all finished shrine mating for the day?
真夜中でも境内を開放するのは大晦日から元旦のみ。今日からは22時に境内を閉めるからね。私は一足先に家に帰っていいって言われたから挨拶をしにね。なんか噂になってるよ。
Seriously?
チャイナ服を着た可愛い女の子がいる屋台がある。しかも美味しい。本場の中華まんなのかもしれないってさ。
Wow, I didn't expect us to be that famous.
商店街の人たちも悔しがってたみたい。あんな屋台去年まではなかったじゃないかってね。
Oh, we're not getting Rokuro-san in trouble, are we?
お父さんに文句を言いに来たとかじゃないから安心して。そんな噂が聞こえてきたってだけ。なんかね、対立じゃなくて協力してるみたい。新参者をこれ以上のさばらせるなって。
The time-old principle of the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
悩みの種が減ってお父さんは喜んでた。こうせいくんに話をしてよかったって。
Glad we could be of help.
ところで、肉まんって余ってたりする？
Yeah, we do.
やったー！くださいな。
Careful, it's pretty hot.
はーい。あーうん。夕食のお弁当食べ損ねちゃって。疲れた体に肉汁が染み渡る。屋台はもう撤収するところ？
Yeah, we were just about to start cleaning up.
私も手伝おうか？
Nah, we'll be fine. I'm sure you're pretty tired yourself.
撤収って言っても屋台はまだ片付けないから2人でも十分。
Don't you also have work tomorrow and the day after? You should go home soon and get some rest.
そう？じゃあありがとう。お疲れ様。一足お先に失礼します。
Before long, it came time for the shrine grounds to close. By now, the streets are virtually empty. Shiki-san and I walk home along those quiet roads. Do you want this last remaining meat bun, Shiki-san?
もう食べるけど。
She holds out her hand. After passing her the meat bun, she carefully splits it into two.
半分こでいいでしょ？はい。
Oh, thanks. I meekly accept the half she gives me. Looks like there won't be any indirect kissing involved this time. But speaking of kisses...
今、関節キスじゃないのかとか思ってたでしょ。
What? No, I wasn't.
でも今声が裏返ったよね。
Fine. I was thinking about it.
ほらやっぱり。
But more than that, I was thinking about the kiss from this morning. Her feet come to a sudden stop. It was a mistake. Plot twist. I stopped too and turned around to face her. I was thinking about the kiss from this morning.
繰り返さなくていいから。
To be honest, I've been thinking about it all day. Asleep or awake, it's the only thing I can think about.
あれは事故みたいなもの。
What do you mean?
徹夜明けの妙なテンションで雰囲気に流されてすみませんでした。悪うござんした。
Nah, I don't believe her. The exhaustion had undoubtedly dulled some of my inhibitions as well. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have had the courage to kiss her back. But even so. Why are you apologizing? I was happy you kissed me. Honestly, the last thing I want to hear is it was an accident. Because I like you. I like you, Shiki-san.
それ多分気のせい。事故とはいえキスしたから一時的に気持ちが舞い上がってるだけ。
Nah. Sorry to say, but I felt this way about you since we were before that. I know it's kind of pathetic to be admitting it only after we kissed, but I just never imagined you'd kiss me like that out of the blue. Got him. Her cheeks flushed red, half in embarrassment and half in bashfulness. She avoids looking at me in the eye. Anyway, I wanted to talk about this out with you. I said that right?
やだ
I like you.
やだ聞かない。
Fine. Just so you know, you brought this upon yourself. What? He's gonna kiss her again, isn't he? In Hells. Natsume, I love you!
ちょっと何を叫んでしかも私の名前
Well, how else am I supposed to get you to listen to me?
自爆覚悟の嫌がらせかなんてことを
Maybe it's the fatigue from staying up all night, but I'm actually kind of numb to it. Mostly though, I can't hold back anymore. I need to get this off my chest. The regular me would have never have done something like this. I would have given up and backed off, chalked up the whole thing to an accident like Chiki-san had, and forgotten all about it. But I couldn't contain it anymore. The frustration, the discontent, I felt as if my chest was about to explode. In all honesty, what I'm really thinking is, what the heck was that kiss about? Are you trying to say you just did it in the heat of the moment? You kissed me. You even let me kiss you back. And now you're telling me it was an accident? Is that really how you plan on stealing my first kiss? It was your first kiss too. Dang. Yeah, who wouldn't be upset? I want to shout that. But even that wouldn't be enough. You took my first kiss and you're just going to pretend like it was nothing? I can't tell why the heck you're thinking. It's too complicated for a virgin like me. So please just tell me how you feel because I love you. I've been agonizing over this since morning. Are you trying to kill me? That's closer to the mic, but it'd kind of be pathetic to blurt that all out. Yes, please don't. As a guy, I want the girl I like to think I'm a little cooler than that. It's that petty bit of pride that keeps me from taking the last step.
もうとにかく離れる恥ずかしいから
Will you agree to talk about it if we go somewhere else? Yes. I, Takamine Kuse, I love you, Shiki Natsume.
分かったからその嫌がらせやめろ
Nice. Nice, that works.
しっかり待
What
って
do you mean? Once again, I turned to look Shiki-san in the face. She's so spicy. I love you, Shiki-san. I let out the feelings that had been swirling around inside my chest. I love you, which is why I was really happy about the kiss. But I want you to tell me why you did it. Why did you kiss me? She's so bad at expressing. It's funny. It's wholesome, but it's funny. Not out of regret, it seems, but out of embarrassment.
私はそんなつもりじゃない事故
Playing hard to get.
何の意味もないただの事故私は高峰君のこと好きでも何でもない
Interesting.
これが私の本心
Her voice trembles faintly, sounding somewhat subdued and uncharacteristic of her.
そう言ったら信じてくれる
No. Honestly, no. At the very least, it doesn't seem like you're telling the truth to me.
でしょうね
Perhaps she realized herself that her tone gave everything away.
ああもう失敗した友達作ってもっとコミュニケーションをとっていれば嘘にも慣れてしれっと嘘でごまかせたのに
Why would you lie to your friends?
女同士では嘘を潤滑油にしてこそ円滑な関係を構築できるものだから
That's, kind of terrifying actually. But that's not what we're here to talk about. But if you were lying just now, then how do you really feel?
わかんない
Dang.
ごまかしてるわけじゃないただ私もこういう話をするのは初めてなんだから仕方ないでしょ他の男の子と違うのはわかる一緒の時間を過ごせるのは
Wow, she finally said it to her face.
店で頑
Round
張
of
った時
applause
も
for her.
二人でお酒を飲んでる時も
Aw.
タコパも屋台の準備も楽しかったからこんなことを思ったこと今までにない君と出会って一緒に過ごすようになって私の人生は変わったいや違うか戻ったのかも目の前の光景が キラキラして見えた。
Aw. Then
でも私はこれ以上を望めない。ここで終わりなの。
you told me before that you were hospitalized when you were young. Have you still not recovered? Do you have some sort of life-threatening disease?
どうして？
Because of what you just said, it sounded so sorrowful. She has a disease? I've been having the time of my life too, and that's why it never occurred to me. Why are you working at Cafe Stella, and why were you involved with these green rippers in the first place? Your soul must have something to do with these butterflies you're collecting too. That's why she was able to saw that one butterfly. Will you please tell me what's going on with you? If you don't,
泣き叫ぶ？
every day, I'm going to tell you I love you every time I see you, as loud as I can.
うわ、めんどくさ。はあ、嫌な脅迫を思いつかれたもんだ。まったく。
Dang, so she has a disease. That's sad. Don't hit us with a bad end, man. Much of my childhood was spent, so this is her viewpoint, going in and out of the hospital. The day I classed, I wound up unable to attend my friend's party.
また少し入院してもらうことになりそうなんだ。
Although I'd really been looking forward to the Christmas party, there was nothing to be done about it. As someone who spent a majority of life in the hospital, I had never been invited to a friend's house before. That's why I'd been giddy with excitement, but I knew I had no choice but to resign myself to reality. I knew from past experience that kicking up a fuss would benefit no one. Perhaps more importantly, I knew I'd only ruin the fun for my friends if I were to collapse again. I wanted everyone to enjoy themselves. I wanted them to tell me about the party once I got out of the hospital. With those thoughts in mind, I obediently stayed at the hospital. Dang. After some time, I was discharged and allowed to go back to school. By the time I returned, the Christmas party was already all news. That was only to be expected, of course. Even as a child, I understood that. But even so, I wanted to know how it went. I'd be looking forward to it so much after all. Did it have fun? Were the takoyaki delicious? What kind of ingredients did they use? What sort of stuff did they talk about? I thought about these things the entire time I was in the hospital, imagining different scenarios, wondering how much fun they had. My heart swelled with expectations. However...
なんだったかな。まあ適当に喋ってた
Wow,
だけだ
that's
から。
so lame.
あんまり覚えてない。
Nah, but then could you really blame him?
ハズレは唐辛子を入れてみたけど、そんなでもなくて、結局普通に食べただけだよ。それよりも今度アイス食べに行かない？特殊な作り方の可愛いのが流行ってるんだって。
For me, the party had been a shining dream of mine, something I thought about constantly. But for the other girls, it was insignificant. The Christmas party had just been one more social gathering among friends, buried under so many others, trivial, mundane. Hardly something anyone would call a dream. I felt strangely ashamed to have been excited about it, and it was then I realized how little I meant to them. Perhaps that was the main reason I began distancing myself from the people around me. Aw, that
おめ
sucks.
でとう。よく頑張ったね。これからは他の子たちと同じように過ごせるよ。
When the doctor told me that, I wasn't especially happy to hear it. By then, I had to realize that I wasn't like the other kids. And I'd already heard that line many times before anyway. The truth of the matter was, my health could easily deteriorate at any moment's notice. The fear of that happening never went away. What's more, I continued to be haunted by the shame of my own inconsequential existence. I found it harder and harder to open up to the people around me. Fortunately, however, my visits to the hospital eventually became fewer and farther in between. But as I grew older, I began growing indifferent to the world around me. Stopped looking forward to things I used to look forward to. And things I used to look forward to. Dang, that's sad.
分かってるつもりなんだけど、それでも割り切れないこともあるもんでしょ。だからいろんなことを諦めて自分を守ろうとしたんだと思う。まあよくある話。
Oh no! Oh my god! I had the worst thought ever, dude. Holy crap. Should I say it? I'm gonna say it anyways. This entire channel is satire, but that's not what I was gonna say. I was thinking I'm going to meet Satan one day. Anyways, I was thinking oh no. I was thinking of bald Natsume because if she has a terminal illness, sorry, that's all I'm gonna say. Look, I have a very dark sense of humor. I'm sure I've said that at some point, but I'm gonna keep saying it. And I know that jokes could be said at certain place and time, and it's not for everyone, blah, 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 blah. So if that's the case for you, please don't watch me, because I will probably offend you eventually. If not today or tomorrow or next week, maybe someday. But that's all I'm going to say. I just started thinking about Bald Natsume. It's not funny, I know, I'm sorry. Or it shouldn't be funny, I should say, because it's not my fault. It makes me laugh, all right? It's not my fault. But it's not like I'm going to be like in front of a terminally ill person, like, you have a terminal illness, haha. Like, I'm not that type of person either. Now, that's just straight up douchey. How do you exactly call your circumstance cliche?
そんな風に過ごしてた私の前にある日、偉そうに喋る猫が現れた。そしてこう言った。
ミカだ。
お前のような生き方をしていては、魂がこぼれ落ちて蝶になる。それでは困るのだ。故に、お前には生きることに対する執着を取り戻した。
Well, that makes
それが
sense.
我が輩たちに与えられた使命だ。
それが去年の夏頃。適当にスルーしてたけど、あまりにしつこいから。
Gotta
あ
love
る日、
Mika
うか
though.
つにも漏らしちゃったの。そこからは、前にも話したことなかった？親が語る夢に、私も夢を見たって。
Yeah, I think I remember when we first met. The day I'd rewritten the world's timeline. The day I had my first conversation with Shiki-san.
その夢もね、本当はもう終わってるの。
Huh? What do you mean?
私死んだの。1回目の世界。上書きされる前の
What?
高峰君が死んでしまった
That's
世
so
界。
crazy.
高峰君と同じ事故で。
Wow, I got chills. And with the music changed too. What?
その時の記憶はないけど、高峰君と一緒に車にひかれたらしいの。私も。
What? I suppose it's no surprise that other students from my college were at the crosswalk too. We'd been waiting for the light to change when a car suddenly came barreling through the intersection. I wouldn't be surprised if there had been any other casualties as well. But I was barely clinging to consciousness at the time, so I was hardly aware of what was happening around me.
だから高峰君は私の運命を変えてくれた恩人。
Wow, that's crazy. I guess, but none of it feels real to me. The accident happened in the blink of an eye. I didn't even get a chance to see what happened to the people around me.
高峰君のおかげで私も死なずに済んだ。でも高峰君と私とでは魂が違うから。
What do you mean?
高峰君は奇跡を起こした張本人。つまり生きる力にあふれた強い魂を持ってる。私は違う。長い間いろんなものを諦めてきちゃったから。事故で死んだ時にね、魂の一部が蝶となってこぼれ落ちたんだって。
Oh.
だから私は結構危ういんだって。
So we're in the same boat then, right? We just need to find some sort of goal to motivate us. Huh? She quietly shakes her head and responds, Don't hit us with a bad end.
私がこうなった原因はずっと昔。もうすでに終わったことだから。未来を望んでる高峰君とは根本的に違う。
Are you saying you're going to die?
詳しくは聞いてないけど、多分もともとそういう運命だったってことね。
Dang.
突然病気が再発してそのままとか、きっとそう遠くないうちに。
But wouldn't you show some sort of symptoms beforehand? Okay, look. Yeah, like it's sad that she died young or whatever, but like regardless, we're all gonna die. And I'm not just trying to be a Debbie Downer. Of course, if she dies here in this episode, I'm gonna be sad as heck. But like, we're all gonna die. We're all dying. We're all dying slowly. Right now. Right now, we're all dying. Even I am.
店は順調。お客さんもたくさん来て、何より笑顔。私が望んだ光景が目の前にある。
I don't like where this is going, man.
だから満足してる。
If this isn't a happy ending for Natsume, I'm gonna be really mad. I'm gonna be upset. I'm gonna be very upset. They can't do that to us, man. They can't.
満足してるから、これで十分。
What do you mean, we? Maybe so, but I still want you to accept these feelings that I have for you. What if I told you that?
誰かを振り回すのはもう
You're not! Upon seeing that self-depreciating smile, I swallow my words, unable to respond. My heart throbs in my chest. Her smile carries a strange weight that I could never imitate myself. Suddenly, I'm reminded of my mom. I get the feeling she's made a similar expression to me once before. While mom was in the hospital, I would commute to visit her most days as soon as school had ended. Seeing me hanging around the hospital instead of playing with my friends, she would have given me the same rueful smile. Maybe she thought she was being a burden on me? As a mother, she must have hated that thought. Though it's not like I can ask her for confirmation now. I was oblivious to it all when I was a kid. But now that I'm older, I think that might have been the case.
だからキスのことはアクシデントってことにしておこうよ。お互いに
Nah. When it comes to Shiki-san, however, I feel even more frustrated. Do not take that out, man. We're not taking that out. I want to tell her that she's wrong. Tell her! I want to see her smiling more openly, more joyfully. Do it! Because I love her, and I won't give up on her. Even though that was my first kiss?
私もファーストキスだったんだからお互い様ってことで。
It made me really happy, you know?
ならそれで納得してよ。
I can't.
そこをなんとか頑張って飲み込んで。
I can't. Not possible.
男ならぐちぐち文句言わない。
I love you so much that I feel like shouting it out loud.
次にそれやったらのどちんこもぐ。
That's the most terrifying thing I've ever heard.
私は今が一番満足してる。だからこれでいい。
It shouldn't be. At all. First of all, how do you even know this is the most satisfied you'll ever be? There might be even more fun things down the road. In fact, there will be. I guarantee it.
その根拠は？
Because you'll have me. It's only natural that you'd have more fun if you had a boyfriend, right? If not, then I'll make something fun for you. Unexpectedly, her lips curl into a grin.
そういうしつこさはちょっと陽キャっぽいかもね。
I chatter for an instant. A sweet, natural smile flashes across her face. But it quickly returns to the self-depreciating, somewhat melancholic smile she had before.
高峰君には感謝してる。
She's about to snipe us, huh? Yep, I feel it. I feel like she is. In the end, I wasn't able to change her mind. If I can't convince her with words, then perhaps I'll have to express my desire through action. But just what can I do for her?
カフェステラと死神の蝶。
Chapter 6, Part 3. Maybe it was due to the lack of sleep, but I can't exactly recall what happened after I returned to my apartment. I must have been absolutely exhausted. As a result, I slept like a log, and when I woke up, my body felt lighter than it had been the day before. Yesterday was a heck of a day, and I'm not talking about the star, I mean emotionally speaking. I'd managed to learn a lot about Shiki-san's feelings, and although she turned me down, I guess it's better than a flat-out rejection. I mean, there should still be something I can do to change her mind. Truth be told, this is the first time I've ever felt so strongly about anyone. In that sense, you might say this is the first time I've ever truly been in love. I'm getting itchy just thinking about it. Even for me, that was an incredibly embarrassing thought. But, I mean, I really do feel that way about her. Anyway, guess I'll take a shower first. I was so exhausted yesterday that I'd gone to bed without showering, I think. I passed out so quickly that even I wasn't 100% sure. Oh, she's back again. Morning.
うん、おはよう。
Well, let's start setting things up.
それは、はい。なんか肩透かし。昨日のこと何か言ってくるのかと思
Why
って
that
た。
face, though? Sorry. Could you set up the steamer for me?
ああ、蒸し器ね、蒸し器。わかった。いきなり謝るから何かと思った。昨日のことを謝ってきたのかと。
Once we finished setting up the stall, I made my way over towards the cafe. I offered to carry the frozen meat buns today, but more importantly, there was something I needed to confirm.
そうですか。夏目さんとその話をしたんですか。
Yeah, and I want to know if it's true.
嘘でも冗談でもない。四季夏目もまたあの時に死んでしまった人間だ。
She also seems to think that she's going to die again soon.
その可能性は否定できんな。四季夏目の場合、生きることに消極的だった。
自分の身に何かあっても後悔をしないで済むようにしてたんだと思います。
そのせいで魂の力が弱すぎるのだ。
その上、一時的とはいえ命を落としてしまいましたから。
Mikado produces a small lantern from underneath his cloak. A faint bluish white light glowed from within.
ここに四季夏目のこぼれた魂を封じてある。
Whoa. I thought it was your job to return people's souls to God's side.
死者の魂ならばな。だが四季夏目は
So can we
ま
not
だ生きて
return
い
it to
る。
her?
この蝶も元の魂に戻ることは可能なのだ。そのために現世にとどまらせる必要がある。
But because Shiki-san doesn't have the will to live, her soul's too weak for it to return?
そういうことだ。魂の力を強めるには生きたいと思うことが重要だ。つまり生への執着だな。満足した、いつ死んでもいい。本気でそんなことを考えているのであれば。
Is it really that simple? As long as she has the will to live, she'll be able to keep on living?
理屈としてはな。何かのきっかけさえあれば、四季夏目が今の自分の変化を受け入れることさえできれば。
Yeah, Natsume is a tough one.
正直なところ、前よりはずっと前向きになっているのだ。このまま放っておいてもいずれは。
Something to make Shiki-san accept how much she's changed.
高峰さんは夏目さんのことが好きなんですね。
Was it that obvious?
ありありと。別にからかうつもりじゃありません。安心しているんです。その調子
She's
なら
talking about my
高
virginity.
峰
Hey,
さんの問題
hey,
も
hey, hey, we
解
don't
決し
touch
そうで
that
すから
subject.
高峰さんなら大丈夫ですよ。私が保証します。
As usual, I have no idea where her unwavering confidence in me comes from. Nevertheless, I have no intention of letting her down.
協力が必要な時はいつでも言え。これも死神としての仕事だからな。遠慮はいらん。
Thanks. I know I said I'd manage on my own before, but now that you mention it, there is something you could help me with. Could you take over at the stall for me for a bit?
それでいいのか。なんなら今日一日変わっても構わんが。
No, that shouldn't be necessary. I'll only need a couple hours at most.
うん、わかった。
なんかツイッターで見たんだけど、肉まんの屋台があるんだと
No
さ。
later.
屋台の肉まん中華街とかならともかく正月の屋台では珍しいな。
その屋台にすっげーかわいいチャイナ服の店員がいるんだってさ。
チャイナ服正月に和服じゃなくて
売ってるのが肉まんだからだろう。その方が雰囲気あるじゃん。結構うまいらしいぜ。
ツイッターで見ただけなんだろ。話半分にしてた方がいいんじゃないか。
味はそうかもしんないけどさ、チャイナ服の女の子はめっちゃ可愛かったぞ。写真を見ただけだけど。とりあえず行ってみようぜ。どうせついでだろ。
いいけどな、別に。
いらっしゃいませ。
一つください。
俺も一つ。
はい、ありがとうございます。
かわいい。ツイッターもバカにできないな。
だろ。この肉まんもうまい。ちょっと小さいけど、俺もう一つ買ってこようかな。
Lately, we seem to be getting quite a number of these sorts of customers. Although I'm grateful for the business, it kind of rubs me the wrong way. I can't imagine Shiki-san would even be attracted to any of these guys, but still, seeing them flock here just to ogle at her pisses me off. I felt the same jealousy when Hiroto stopped by to visit the other day. I'm glad that people acknowledge Shiki-san's beauty, but at the same time, I don't want any other guy staring at her. Kinda egotistical, now that I think about it. Still, it's not as if all our customers are like that. Swallowing my dissatisfaction for now, I forced a smile back onto my face. Thank you very much. It's very hot, so please be careful.
肉まんください。
Hey, that'll be 100 yen. Wait, Yuchidani-san?
明けましておめでとうございます、先輩。
Happy New Year. You here to visit the shrine?
はい。あと、のぞみちゃんに挨拶と屋台の様子を見に。結構な盛況ぶりですね。
Yeah, thanks to Shiki-san.
チャイナ服姿の夏目先輩、セクシー。そりゃお客さんも来ますよね。
The buns themselves are getting quite the reputation too, thanks to all the effort she put into making them. Here you go. Careful though. It's hot.
いただきまーす。 この味でこの値段で夏目先輩のチャイナ人気も出ますよねそりゃ。
It's all thanks to Shiki-san's hard work.
まさかチャイナ服を着てるとは思ってませんでした。かわいい、そして色っぽい。もしかしてあのチャイナ服も
Bingo.
先輩の
Ding, ding, ding.
私物だったり
Yes,
とか。
sir. What do you mean, too? I don't have a dang cosplay fetish, and I'm not a cross-dresser either. I'll have you know, Shiki-san bought that dress herself.
やっぱり意外です。そういうの嫌がりそうなイメージでしたけど。
I couldn't believe it either at first.
はい、ありがとうございます。暑いのでお気をつけください。
The more Shiki-san had gotten used to serving customers, the more naturally she learned how to smile, but not in the sense that she learned how to fake it. Rather, it seems to me like she's found something she enjoys doing that brings a smile to her face.
あの服、先輩も喜んでたりするんじゃないですか？小躍りするくらいに。
Please. I wasn't jumping. I was straight up dancing.
だと思いました。
She'd get mad at me if she heard that, though, so do me a favor and keep that between us.
了解です。あ、休憩とか取れてます？私も手伝いますよ。そのつもりで来てますから。
Business had been fairly slow this morning, but come afternoon, things had started getting rather busy. As a result, I haven't been able to take a proper break yet. I appreciate the offer, Hiyochidani-san, but you can go ahead and visit the shrine first. You can always come help us afterwards. If you're looking for Nozomi, she should be at the fortune-telling area right about now.
じゃあお言葉に甘えてそうさせてもらいますね。お疲れ様です。
Oh, there you are. Thanks for coming.
礼を言われるようなことではない。約束したことだしな。それで言っていた通り交代するか。
Sure.
わかった。
夏目さんもお疲れ様です。交代しますから休憩してください。ありがとう。
By the way, I think Hiyochidani-san's going to drop by and help out later. She's over at the shrine right now.
わかった。後のことは任せておけ。
After switching with them, I leave the shrine. My destination is Miwa General Hospital. Since it's New Year's, the hospital isn't accepting any medical appointments, but visitors are still allowed in during the day. As I had made sure of beforehand, the hospital's ward's automatic doors grant me entry without any problem. Naturally, however, I'm not there to visit a patient. Neither am I to meet anyone. No, the reason I came here was to take another look at the drawings decorating the lobby. The drawings made by the children in this hospital. There are quite a number of drawings on display, both new and old, but among them, there was one in particular that stood out to me the last time I'd visit the hospital. That's the one I'm here for to see. Looks like I was right. It's Natsume's. Locating the drawing, I walk in front of it once more to give it a good look. Artistically, it's not particularly impressive compared to the others around it, but what had caught my eye was the subject of the drawing itself. This has to be a drawing of a cafe. There's the counter and a man behind it pouring coffee, a waitress wearing a familiar maid-like uniform, and another girl wearing the same thing. Around them are a bunch of children who seem to be customers. Everyone is smiling. Perhaps these customers are the other children in the hospital when this was drawn, or alternatively, the artist's friends. Either way, these uniforms look very similar to the maid outfit Shiki-san wore the first time I met her. Far too similar to be mere coincidence. Of course, she'd agreed to overhaul the waitress uniform back then, but that maid outfit may have been more important to her than I'd realized. I guess I should have known. If it wasn't important to her, she wouldn't still be trying to think of a way to wear it at work after all this time. Well, this was just speculation on my part. I need definite proof that this drawing is hers.
ねえねえ、あなた前にここで先生と話してた人じゃない？
I turned around to see a girl with crutches. Ah, we met on Christmas, didn't we?
そうそう、やっぱりあの時の店員さんでしょ。あのケーキ本当に美味しかったよ。先生に場所聞いて今度絶対に行くからね。
Are you sure you're supposed to be walking around like this?
じっとしてたら体がなまっちゃう。体力落としたくないんだよね。
You broke your leg climbing a mountain, right? If I recall, that's what you drew your picture of?
そういや前も絵を気にしてたね。何してるの？ 誰かのお見舞いとか？
No, actually, I came here to take a look at these drawings. You wouldn't happen to know who drew each of these, would you?
そりゃもう私が入院してた頃に描かれた絵なら。
I'm interested in this drawing here, the cafe. Would you happen to know the person's name or anything?
それを描いた子なら覚えてるけど。でもなんで？聞いてどうするの？
To me, at least. My life depends on it.
大げさに聞こえるけど少なくとも冗談って様子でもなさそうだね。とりあえず事情くらい教えてよ。それくらいは聞かせてもらわないとさ。ほら、個人情報だから。
Huh? Sorry I'm late.
おかえりなさい先輩。ずいぶん長い休憩でしたね。
Yeah, had to go and take care of a little something. Sorry, Mikado. I didn't mean to take so long.
大したことではない。それよりも収穫は？
Yeah, more or less.
何の話ですか？
It's a secret.
余計に気になる。
Anyway, I can take over now. Thanks for holding down the fort, Shidane-san.
いえ、これくらい何でもないですよ。明日も手伝いましょうか？
That'd be great. I'm sure our customers would be happier seeing your cheerful smile instead of my sour mug.
もう何言ってるんですか先輩。お世辞とか言われても悪い気はしませんけど。
No, I'm serious. If I were a customer, I'd much prefer that sunny smile of yours.
褒めても何も出ませんよ。
Uh-oh. What?
戻ったなら仕事して。
Oh, right. Sorry, she didn't like that. She's not mad, is she? Did something happen while I was away?
特には何も。さっきまで明るく接客してくれてましたよ。
Oh,
すみません、肉まんを
she
2つ
did
くだ
not
さい。
like that. Yes, sir. That'll be 200 yen, please. She didn't like that.
デレデレしちゃって。私のこと好きって言ったくせに、気持ちを変えてやるとか言ったくせに。あれ？でも私
Yeah! Yeah! Shut up!
断ったの
Shut up!
だから。
I'm done, sorry.
でもなんか
The offer's still up, baby girl. I love this game. So when are we changing your mind? Come over, girl. Let me change your mind. After we finish cleaning up, I give my back a good stretch. Another day done. Guess tomorrow will be our last hurrah. Things said Sarah meat buns were a huge success.
そうね。でもまだ終わったわけじゃないから、明日もよろしく。
Yeah, I know.
あれ？待っててくれたんだ。
I wanted to walk you home.
でも、
There's something I want to talk to you about.
うん。
Shiki-san and I make our way home, side by side. How many times have we walked back together like this? In reality, it probably hasn't been that many times. It only feels that way because I've spent so much time with her these past few days. Tomorrow will be our last day running the stall. After that, I guess it's back to work as usual at the cafe.
正月の休みを取った分、お客さんが離れなきゃいいんだけど。
Judging by how popular we were last year, I doubt that'll be a concern. We'll be just fine.
なんか妙に自信があるみたいだけど、何か根拠があるってこと？
None at all.
情けないことを堂々と言わないで。
I'm serious though. I know how important this cafe is to you. Even if our customers have lost interest, we'll just have to reel them back in. And if we can't do that, then we'll bring in a new customer base. And it's not all about that anyway. Didn't I tell you yesterday? I don't think I'll ever forget the memories I've made at Cafe Stella. It holds a special place in my heart. And I'm sure the same goes for Nozomi, Yoshidune-san, and Suzune-san as well.
なんかムカつく。
What's that supposed to mean?
なんでもない。
Although she'd snapped at me for seemingly no reason at all, I decided to let it slide because of how cute she is. How cute she looks when she gets angry.
それで話っていうのは何？
Oh, right. Where to start? Basically, I want to see you wearing your maid outfit again.
ついにコスプレ好きの趣味を隠さなくなってきたか。
No, that's not what I'm saying. I know it was your dream to wear that outfit ever since you were a kid.
何言ってるの？
You remember how I went to Miwa Hospital on Christmas to return the prisoner Mr. Miyama left at the cafe, don't you? I saw something while I was there. There were drawings decorating the lobby, drawn by the children in the hospital.
へえ、そうなんだ。
Among them was a little girl's drawing of waitresses working at a cafe.
子供の頃にカフェに憧れる女の子は多いからね。あとパティシエとかも。
Maybe, but the uniforms these waitresses were wearing looked identical to the one you wore when I first met you.
ああ、ならメイド喫茶なのかもね。あの服割とベーシックな感じだし。
Well, that's why I want to investigate who had drawn it. That's where I went on my break today. As luck would have it, I ran into a patient who'd recognized the girl who drew that picture. They'd been in the pediatrics ward around the same time. That picture you drew was really sweet, Shiki-san.
そういえば、あの頃の私は純真だったな。
No need to smile wistfully like that. You might have grown a bit more cynical these days, but I still think you're just as cute.
それさ、フォローしてるつもりかもしれないけど、結構煽ってるからね。
Sorry.
未だに飾ってあるとは思ってなかった。
The patient I talked to said you were the one who designed these outfits too.
デザインってほどでもない。お店を始めるときに制服はどんなのがいいか親に聞かれたの。
And you suggested they wear maid outfits?
限定したわけじゃないけど、確か好きだったキャラクターグッズのコラボカフェがあってね。そのお店のウェイトレス服が可愛いと思ってた。当時は。
Right.
そもそもはもっと子供向けのアニメとかに出てきそうな制服だったんだけどね。お母さんが着るにはちょっと若すぎたというか幼すぎたから、今みたいなメイド風に落ち着いて、それを絵に描いてみただけ。思い入れが深いってほどじゃない。
Still, if that outfit didn't mean anything to you, you wouldn't have said it was something you wanted to wear personally that one time.
ほんとやらかしたな。やっぱり変な欲を出してもろくなことがない。
Why don't we think of a way to make that maid outfit work? Even if that means we have to do another complete overhaul, I'm sure we can think of something. So please, don't go telling me you're satisfied just yet. This whole cafe thing was a dream in the first place, remember? I'm not gonna let you call it quits and then leave the rest of us. I'm gonna make sure you take full responsibility.
責任？
I'm gonna make you marry me.
バーカ。
Ouch. You could have at least given it some thought before shooting me down.
言ったでしょ。私に期待されても困る。仮に責任を取ったとしても、高峰君を後悔させるだけ。
I wouldn't. Don't you remember what I told you yesterday? These days, I feel more fulfilled than ever. Everything around me seems to sparkle, even though it's the same old scenery. And it's all because of you, Shiki-san. Well, maybe I would be grief-stricken if something did happen to her, but even still, I never regret being with you, I guarantee.
やめてそういうの。ダメだから。私は他の人を振り回すような価値のない人間だから。
You're worth it to me. In fact, the time I spent with you at Cafe Stella was just about only the worthwhile thing I've done in my entire life. I'll still love you no matter how many times you turn me down. I love Shiki Natsume with all my heart. You're the one who brightened my life. So now I want to brighten your life the same way you brightened mine. So will you please go out with me?
もうすでにキラキラしてるし。
Well, I'll make you enjoy it even more. We'll go on dates together, walk around holding hands, share another kiss. Those are the things I want to do with you. But if you can't be my girlfriend, no matter what, then at least be my lover.
せめての使い方がおかしいでしょ。バーカ。
Look, what I'm trying to say is, I love you.
今日はここでいい。ここで十分。ここからは一人で帰る。
Stubborn one, is she?
聞こえないふりしてるわけじゃない。ちゃんと聞こえた。でも今日は一人で帰らせて、一人で歩きたい気分だから。
Alright. Will I see you at the store same time as usual tomorrow? Or should I ask Akizuki-san or someone to help instead?
それはちゃんと行く。私の仕事だから。
Alright. See you tomorrow then. Good night.
おやすみ。
Bidding her goodbye, I turn to leave.
あのさ。
Turning back around, I see Shiki-san's hand raised halfway into the air, almost as if she wants to grab my sleeve. Her gaze wavers slightly, unsure of what to do with that hand. In the end, she decides to give me a small wave.
また明日ね。
Yeah, see ya. I'd said all I wanted to, and I'm fairly confident I got my feelings across. Coming to that conclusion, I contented myself to meekly backing down. But was that really for the best? Maybe I should have pressed her a bit more, been a little more persistent. Well, too late now. She did say she'd show up to the stall tomorrow, at least. And she's not the sort of person who goes back on her word. On second thought, I really should have been a bit pushier. For a little while longer, I continued to lay on my bed, agonizing over my decision. That's terrible.
カフェステラと死神の蝶。
Hey. Chapter 6, Part 4. Despite not having received a clear answer from Shiki-san yesterday, I enjoyed a surprisingly good night's sleep. Probably because I got everything off my chest and managed to convey my feelings to her. This is going to be a really long episode, but I think it's for the best just because we're so close. Like, I don't see another point in trying to make another episode of The Root, you know? Because this is now the 4th episode of Natsume Root, and I just want to be done with it, honestly. Especially if we're this close. I don't know if that means she'll give me a reply the moment I see her today. But I'm hopeful I'll get some sort of response. I wonder what she's going to say. Anyway, I should wash up first. After a deep breath, I step confidently out the door and head towards our Kaiwa shrine. She's not here. This is around the time we usually start setting up the stall. Maybe she overslept after everything that happened yesterday. Well, guess I'll have to get started without her. She did not show up. Still not here. Even after it came time to open for business, Shiki-san remained to be seen. She's not avoiding me, is she? No, she's not that sort of person. But even though I'd tried texting and even calling her, I'd gotten no response. This is a bit of a problem. Maybe I shouldn't have said all those things to her, after all. Crap, now I'm doubting myself all over again. Ah yes, crippling self-doubt, I feel. Snap out of it, there's no point in thinking about it now. The current problem at hand is that I'm understaffed. I'm not going to be able to run the stall on my own, but I can't go looking for Shiki-san and leave the place unattended either. With no other choice, I pull my phone out in order to call Mikado or Akazuki-san and ask for help. But before I can press call, my phone rings. Moshi Moshi.
高峰さんですか？今連絡
Oh my god, are you serious?
病院に運ばれて。
What? Oh, nah, bro, we're dipping that star. Yes, sir. What the?
カフェステラと死神の蝶。
What happened to her?
あのさ。
Chapter 6, Part 5. For a moment, this is her point of view. For a moment, my hand stretches out towards him. Maybe these are my true feelings after all. But in the end, I'm unable to muster up the courage. Instead, I withdraw my hand and give him a light wave.
また明日ね。
As I watch him leave, I feel my chest tightening up. Nothing good has ever come from me asking for more than I deserve. All I do is fall ill at the worst possible moments and inconvenience the people around me. I'm done. I won't inconvenience anyone anymore. That's what I told myself for the longest time. But now I'm having second thoughts. If it were anyone but him, I wouldn't be thinking this way. Without him, we would never have been able to open a cafe. All those customers, all those smiling faces, none of that would have been possible either. If it weren't for him, I wouldn't be enjoying my life as much as I am. Closing my eyes, I can picture it clearly. The herbal scent of tea, the earthy aroma of coffee, the sweet smell of cakes, the noisy chatter of customers, the voices of my fellow waitresses. These memories stand out in my mind with bright, vivid color. He made it all possible. All I'd ever done was give up, but he never gave up on me. My dreams had always been silly, trifle things. And because of that, I never thought about sharing them with others. But he completely ignored my feelings and barged his way into my life. He'd come straight out and told me that he loved me. And at this rate, I'm actually starting to believe him. I'm actually starting to feel hopeful again.
望んでもいいのかな。
The words unconsciously slipped from my mouth. Unable to come up with an answer to that question, I return home myself. But as my apartment comes into view, my vision suddenly blurs and my field of view turns dark. My chest tightens painfully. Beads of cold sweat begin to form on my skin. Nausea starts to mount, forcing me to my knees. I can't breathe. My body won't move. The pain is so terrible I can't hardly think. He went out of his way to confess to me, to say he loved me. I might have been able to live a happy life with him, but alas, it was never meant to be.
やっぱりこうなっちゃうのか。
Jesus Christ. This is surely for the best, though. I'd rather it happen now instead of after I'd reciprocated his feelings.
ごめん。やっぱり私はダメみたい。
Giving up and peacefully accepting my fate, I succumb into the darkness. I feel a pang of regret, ever so faintly, for all the things that could have happened.
せめて最後にありがとうくらいは言っておきたかったな。
In the end, my life was once filled with nothing but regret. When I was first told that I was sickly, and unlike most normal people, all I could do was simply accept it and say, okay. In all likelihood, I hadn't truly understood the gravity of what that had meant. All it meant to me back then was I had to miss school a lot more than the other kids, especially when it came time for school events. And not just field trips, I wasn't able to participate in many class outings either. After all, it would have been rather problematic if something were to happen to me. Perhaps out of consideration for my health, my peers rarely asked me to play with them. Even when I was invited, I'd often be unable to go due to the volatility of my health. I think the majority of those around me regarded me with pity. My parents, on the other hand, were kind and patient. Though my health caused them all sorts of problems, they never became upset with me even once. Or would they, bro? On the contrary, they always smiled when they spoke to me and always listened to what I had to say.
Cafe で私も働く。
Aww.
可愛い服を着たいな。なんかこう、メイドさんみたいなのとか。
Although they always talked about their dreams with such joy, my parents didn't hesitate to give it up in the blink of an eye for my sake. Words can't express my gratitude towards them, but that's exactly why I felt even guiltier for making them give up so much, for being such a burden, for snatching away their dreams, and ultimately for being such an insignificant person despite all they'd done for me.
ごめんね、こんな子供で。生まれたのが
That's so sad.
私じゃなかったら諦めずに済んだはずなのに。だからごめんなさい。
I didn't want to inconvenience anyone any further. I didn't want to be a burden on those around me, so I did what I thought was best and decided to stay out of other people's lives. I retreated into my shell. That's how I lived my life. One day, however, a mysterious cat appeared before me. In a rather arrogant voice, he demanded I find a reason to live. He was loud, annoying, and most of all, he angered me. He didn't know a thing about me. Who was he to tell me what to do? But still, his words shook me. A Grim Reaper and a Cat Sire, two mystical beings standing before me who, unlike my parents or my friends, I had absolutely no connection with. In that case, perhaps they wouldn't mind if I inconvenienced them a bit. That's what they told me, after all. It wouldn't be my fault. Maybe, just maybe, I could confide in them. But even as I thought that, I was surprised at the words which came out of my own mouth.
カフェ。
It was a dream I had ever since I was a child, to open a cafe with my parents, helping out and wearing cute clothes. In truth, I think I wanted to give up on it. There was no way I knew how to run a restaurant. My childish fantasy would never pan out the way I'd imagined. Not to mention, I couldn't possibly tell my parents I wanted to open a cafe after all this time. I was only piggybacking along. The cafe was their dream, and I was the one who forced them to abandon it. Maybe I should just let this fail. It's not going to work anyway. That's what I told myself. Then this cat-like creature might finally give up on me too. Or so I thought. But things took an unexpected turn, and I ended up being killed in a car accident. Honestly, I imagine I was rather relieved when I died. After all, I'd been thinking about it for a long time now. But before I even realized it, I'd become genuinely invested in living. All because of him.
彼はムカつく男だ。
Contradicting my expectations at every turn. Turning back time itself so that the accident never happened. More and more people started working at the cafe. More and more people started getting involved. The waitresses' uniforms changed, starting showing a lot more lag. Although we did get customers, the place began to feel more like a cake shop than an actual cafe. Partly due to my own inability and experience, of course. Regardless, things were turning out completely different from what I had originally envisioned. But then, slowly but surely, more and more customers started showing up. More than I ever thought possible. Not only did they praise our cakes, but our coffee and tea as well. And they did so with smiles on their faces. All my life, I'd done nothing but inconvenience the people around me. But now, I was able to bring smiles to their faces. This was when I realized something. I was having fun. The world around me became so bright and colorful that it was almost blinding. This too, I've been accepted as normal. Going to bars to drink with friends. Visiting their apartments and cooking for them. Texting each other about pointless topics. Running a street stall at the New Year's festival. Talking about the future. Throwing a takoyaki party. Exchanging Christmas presents. Ringing in the New Year together.
彼はとてもムカつく男だ。
He changed my world. These past few months were the best I'd had in my entire life. Nothing else even compared. For once, I was happy. Incredibly happy. And that's why I decided that I was satisfied. But he ignored me completely. I said this was enough. I'd given up and was ready to face death. But part of me felt scared. Whenever I saw the smiling faces of our customers, I couldn't help but feel happy. So happy. It made me want to keep working there at that cafe. It made me want to stay with everyone. With him.
だから彼はとんでもなくムカつく男だ。
Quit telling me you love me. Quit making me happy. Don't make me fall in love with you anymore. It's no use trying to fool myself, though. Even if I hold it in, even if I cover it up, even if I avert my eyes, I can't deny the truth. These past few months have been an unforgettable experience for me. Not simply because I'd finally managed to open a cafe, but because of one infuriating idiot who had made it the entire... What? Hold on. But because of one infuriating idiot who made it the time of my life. Honestly, I don't even know why it needs to be said.
好きになるに決まってるでしょ。
Huh?
Oh.
She said it out loud. Shiki-san.
何これ。
Are you okay? Can you say your name? Do you know who I am?
何を言っているの、高峰君。何そんな深刻な顔してどうしたの？
Phew, thank God.
どういう意味？というか、ここって
We're at Miwa General Hospital.
病院？そっか。私、高峰君と別れて、その後家に戻る途中で変になって。その後はよく思い出せないけど。
You collapsed, so they brought you to the hospital.
どれくらい経ったの？
About 2.5 days now.
そんなに。
She had us all worried to death.
ごめん。あ、屋台はどうなったの？
It was a bit chaotic, but we managed to make it to the end. Thanks to everyone's help, our bun sold out completely. In terms of overall sales, we came in 3rd place. Unfortunately, takoyaki turned out to be the crowd favorite in the end. Not too much of a surprise though. The cheap price must have been the deciding factor.
そう、負けちゃったか。散々振り回して。
Dang! So hard on yourself. Hey, that's not funny. Don't joke about that. I've been worried sick ever since I heard you collapse and had to be admitted to the hospital. The doctors say they managed to treat you without any problems, but you remained unconscious the whole time. Even when I spoke to you, your eyes wouldn't open. I was legitimately afraid you'd never wake up. Do you understand why I was worried now?
さすがにそんなことは言えない。倒れた時、自分でもダメだと思った。死ぬってこういうことなんだって本気で思った。だから生きてることに自分でも驚いちゃって。
What a silly black
不用意なこと言った。ごめん。
You're alive, Shiki-san. That's all that matters. Your legs are still attached too. Want me to show you?
とか言って 生足を触りたいだけでしょ。おまわりさん。
Shh, cut that out. I haven't even touched you yet. We're going to treat me like a molester? I might actually touch you just to prove you. Hey, whoa!
うわ、本当に高峰くんだ。
How and why is that your basis for this being reality?
そういう変態なところ、私の想像では及ばないから。でも、どうして？私死んでないの？いや、
She had a will to
さっきの話を
live.
蒸し返すんじゃなくって。
That's why.
あれ、魂がダメで。だから、もうダメだって。
That I don't know. Maybe you're right, and your soul did grow too weak. But whatever the case, you're alive and well. And what brought you back
ま
was...
さか、愛の力とか寒いこと言わないでしょうね。
Come on, even I'm not that corny. As much as I wish it was the case, though, I'm not the one who saved you.
どういう意味？
Wait here one sec. I need to let them know you're awake now. I swapped places with them a few minutes ago when I came to visit. What? What do you mean? Swap places?
夏目。
目覚めてよかった。
Huh?
本当によかった。
お父さん、お母さん、ごめんなさい。私、また。
夏目が無事で本当によかった。
連絡をもらった時は本当にびっくりしたけど、よかった。本当に。
The man and woman with me are Shiki-san's parents. This should be the first time I've met them. They've never been to Cafe Stella before, I don't think. Since I work in the kitchen, though, I may have simply missed them. Still, if they had visited us before, I'm sure somebody would have mentioned it. Which means Shiki-san never invited them intentionally. If I had to guess, I'd say it's probably because of that guilt she opened up to me about. Her parents seem like extremely kind people, though. I can't imagine they would ever try to belittle their daughter's feelings. Shiki-san averts her eyes apologetically. She must have felt guilty about inconveniencing them all the time due to her health. No matter how successful Cafe Stella has become, part of her might still be afraid of disappointing them. But that cafe is testament to all her hard work and dedication. She put in the effort, and slowly but surely, she made her dream a reality. She managed to put smiles on the faces of so many of our customers. Yet the fear of having all that denied by her parents must be far greater than I thought. I hate this. There's nothing more frustrating than seeing the girl I love so sad, yet being unable to do anything about it.
本当にごめんなさい。
変なことを気にしなくていい。別に夏目が悪いわけじゃないんだ。
そうよ。謝ったりしなくていいから。
まずは体力を回復させよう。すみません。娘を助けていただいて本当にありがとうございました。
礼を言われるようなことではありません。当然のことですよ。夏目ちゃんが目を覚ましてくれて本当によかった。
大家さんがどうしてここに？
どうしても何も心配するのは当然のことじゃない。
She was the one who found you after you collapsed.
お正月に行ったおせち持っていく途中だったのに道で倒れているから驚いたわ。意識もなくてすぐに救急車を呼んだわよ。死んじゃうんじゃないかって私もドキドキして。でも本当に助かった。
Wow, landlady for the
ありがとう
clutch.
ございます。
Wow, that's
す
awesome.
みません。ご心配をおかけしたみたいで。
いいのよ。夏目ちゃんがちゃんと目を覚ましてくれたんだから。
容体は落ち着いたし処置もしっかりやった。だから心配はしてなかったけど、でも起きてくれてほっとしたよ。
ゆいなちゃんのお父さん、確か三山さん。
その説は大変お世話になりました。
Hey.
三山先生が夏目の命を救ってくれたんだぞ。
Hey.
たまたまその日の担当が僕でね、間に合って本当によかった。発見がもう少し遅れてたらこんな風に話すことはできなかったかもしれない。でももう心配はないよ。あの店で見せた情けない姿を思い出すと心配になるかもしれないけど、どうか信じてほしい。娘のためにも胸を張って医者であり続けたいと思ってるから。
そんな風には思っていません。本当にありがとうございます。救ってもらって。
もうしばらくは入院してもらうことになる。でもさっき言った通りもう問題はないから安心してゆっくり休むように。倒れた原因の治療は終わったとはいえ働きすぎという部分にも関係がないわけじゃないからね。それでは ご両親には今後のことを含めて少し話をさせていただきたいのですが。
はい、わかりました。
それじゃあ夏目、また後でね。
私もそろそろ帰るわね。夏目ちゃんが目覚めて安心したから。
本当にありがとうございました。
いいの、気にしないで。
I wonder if they're deliberately giving the two of us some alone time. That'd be nice. You give me quite the scare, you know that? Even though I said I loved you, I wasn't there for you when it mattered most. If only I'd stayed with you a little while longer that day, none of this would have happened. In fact, it's my fault for working so hard in the first place, with the stall and everything.
それは違うでしょう。そもそもは私が言い出したことなんだから。
Well, either way, it made me realize something.
何のこと？
What you said before. About how inconsequential your existence is, how silly and trifling your dreams are. Remember that?
ああ、言ったっけ？
I don't want to argue with you, so I won't try to change your mind. But there's one thing I want you to realize. That silly dream of yours was what saved your life. You curried the landlady's favor and got her approval to open the cafe. You worked hard to bring smiles to your customers' faces, and as a result, convinced Mr. Miyama to continue being a doctor. If that hadn't happened, you would have ended up dead, but you didn't. Because you changed your fate through your own efforts. And that's only one part of it. I'm sure you even changed a lot of other people's lives that you don't even know about.
それは違うでしょ。だって私が一人で解決させたことなんて一つもないし。
But you're the one who set them into
で
motion.
もやっぱり高峰君がいなかったら今とは違う結果になってた。
There's nothing wrong with that. You can rely on me again and again. Whatever life throws at you, the two of us can overcome it. I'm just a college kid though, so there might be a limit to what I can do. But I know Shiki-san understands that. So there's no time to be a coward. It's time to grow a pair and show her what I'm made of. I meant what I said before. I want to accept everything about her. And in order to do that, I can't shrink back. Even if it's just for show, I have to stand tall. If I don't strut my stuff here, I'll regret it the rest of my life. You might think of yourself as a burden, but I've never enjoyed being with anyone more than you. And nothing makes me happier than seeing you smile. I've said it before and I'll say it again. You're the reason my life is so full of joy now. So let's keep on living life to the fullest, together.
私さ、意識を失って目の前が真っ暗になった時、少しだけ意識があった気がする。その時少し、ほんの少し寂しいって思った。そんな未練が生まれたのは君のせい。
It wasn't. That regret was always inside of you. If you ask me, you felt that way all along. I've been enjoying myself every day more than I ever have before. What about you? Can you really give up on life you have now?
やっぱりムカつく男。
What are you trying to say?
もういいって。ちゃんと諦めたつもりだったのに、そんなこと言われたらさ、いいのかな。私でも願ってもいいのかな。
Why would you not?
それはだって今更でしょ。めんどくさい女だって自分でも思うし、それでも彼女になりたい。私は君の彼女になりたい。好きだから。
She looks me directly in the eyes as she says this.
この願い叶うかな。
Slowly, I reach out my hand towards hers. In turn, she timidly reaches out for mine. Our fingers touch, then naturally intertwine. It will. Natsume.
誰その女。
Sorry, I'm just not used to calling girls by their first name.
そういえば、日内谷さんの時も若干気持ち悪かったっけ。
Jealous. Come on, don't say that. Taking a deep breath, I take a moment to put my emotions in order. And then, I love you. I love you, Natsume. I love you more than anything. So please, be my girlfriend.
私を彼女にしてください。
Nice. Finally. Finally. Finally.
カフェステラと死神の蝶。
Finally. So in the end, was the reason she collapsed work-related stress?
それに関してはわからん。その場に居合わせたならまだしも、すべてはもう解決済みとなってはな。 我が輩に保証できることがあるとすれば、四季夏目の
Let's
魂の問題は
go.
解決したということだろう。
I miss Mikado in this form. Like last time, Mikado reaches under his cloak to show me his lantern. Inside, the butterfly seems to be flapping its wings with much more vigor than before.
四季夏目の魂に反応しているのだ。これだけ強く輝くのならば問題はない。まだ元に戻ってはいないが、いずれはちゃんと一つに戻る。心配するな。
Oh,
まさに愛の力ですね。
I'm flattered, but I don't really think that's the case.
そんなに照れなくてもいいのに。
I'm not. Honestly, I think Shiki-san was reluctant to listen to the things Mikado told her at first. But the more she applied herself to making the cafe a success, the more fun she began to have. Before long, that stiff smile of hers faded, giving way to a much sweeter one. I think her outlook on life is much more positive now. She just didn't want to admit it. And it was all our customers and their smiling faces that spread that change.
でもそれを素直に受け入れられたのは高峰さんがいたからですよ。だからあんまり自分を卑下しない方がいいですよ。好きな人がそんな態度だときっと怒るでしょうから。
Well, what can I say? It's just how I am, but I'll try to work on it, I guess. The only time I'd ever managed to exude confidence was when I confessed to her at the hospital, but even that was just an act.
そうしろ。お前にとって恋人は重要な存在だからな。このままうまく収まることを期待しているぞ。後々くだらぬ喧嘩で別れて、また蝶を生み出すようなことになるのは笑い話にもならん。
I'd hate for that to happen myself. But don't worry, I'll cry and scream and cling to her legs if that's what it takes to stop her from breaking up with me.
そういうことを何の恥じらいもなく堂々と言ってのけるのはどうかと思うんですけどね。
生来の性格であろう。今さら治るものでもあるまい。だが別にそういう性格を隠してきたわけでもない。四季夏目もそれくらいは理解しているはずだ。でなければ好きだと認めることもなかっただろうしな。
でも高峰さん、だからといって何の努力もしないでいいわけじゃないですよ。
You're right.
こういうのはお互いを思い続けることが重要なんですからね。
I know. Of course, I doubt I'll be able to become someone who's oozing with self-confidence. But as Natsume's boyfriend, I should be fully prepared to do whatever it takes to satisfy her. And at the very least, that means standing tall and holding my head up high when we're together, so that she'll keep on loving me.
もうしばらく注意深く観察する必要はあるだろうが、ひとまず丸く収まって何よりだ。
そうですね。ようやく胸を撫で下ろすことができました。おめでとうございます、高峰さん。
よかったな。
Yeah, thanks.
おはようございます。おはようございます。のぞみさん、めいさん、おはようございます。今日もよろしくお願いします。よろしくお願いします。みかどさんもよろしくお願いします。
ああ、よろしく。
He's not a cat anymore. Nimble as the cat he is, Mikado had disguised himself in a flash. Alright, I'm gonna head back to the kitchen. Today's Sunday, right in the middle of a 3-day holiday. With this cloudless blue sky overhead, we're bound to get plenty of customers today. Looks like it's going to be another busy day. Yes, sir. Those busy days. Although things were hectic as ever, it being a weekend after all, I still find myself with the occasional spare moment throughout the day. Whenever this happened, my thoughts inevitably begin to wander.
もううっざい。わかった。そんなに落ち着かないならさっさと行ってきな。休憩に入っていいから。
She's so nice. Really? Thank you. I'll be back in a bit.
はいはい、行ってらっしゃい。オーダー入ります。パンケーキといちごパフェ、それぞれ一人前お願いします。はいよ。すみません。いちごのタルトレットってまだ残ってます？表の分はもう完売なんですけど。わあ、もうなかったはずだけど、一応冷蔵庫の中を確認してみてくれる？はーい。あれ？鈴音さん一人ですか？昴生君は？そわそわして鬱陶しいから 休憩あげた。そしたら飛び出していったよ。ここのところずっとそんな感じですもんね。青春ですね。なんかキラキラしてていいよね。さらに年下の君たちが言うかね。それ。
Yeah, I'm like, what? After quickly changing out of my work clothes, I dash out the break room. Go get him, Tiger. Go get him. I exit the cafe and beeline straight towards the hospital. Yes, sir. Hey, why are you going at me?
いきなりハーハーしてる人が入ってきたら普通は引く。
Ha, guess that's true.
お店の方はどう？
Same as ever. Things are just as busy as they were before the holidays.
そう、ならよかった。
Well, that also means we aren't getting any new customers. But Suzune's been thinking about a new cake product to gather interest.
そっか。
Ah, sorry. You probably don't want to hear about work right now. At any rate, the cafe's doing fine. So take it easy and get some rest, Natsume.
ありがとう。でも心配の必要はない。この入院も検査のためで、念のためってだけだから、体は健康なのにベッドから出ちゃダメって。はあ、暇だ。
I know, but just do what they say till they discharge you, please. You had me worried enough when you were unconscious.
それずるい。そのことを持ち出されたら、私何も言えなくなる。
So you'll promise me?
はいはい、約束しますって言っても、問題なければ明日には退院だしね。
That's sooner than I thought.
病は気からって意外と本当なのかもね。治りが早いって言われた。
Well, I'm glad to hear that. Speaking of the cafe, though, I heard your parents wanted you to quit working there after this little incident. Oh, really?
心配はされたけど、
Yeah, what the heck?
やめたりしない。私にとって大切な場所だからね。
Yeah, I know what you mean.
だからそういう暗い話はやめない？
Alright, let's see. I know you said you feel fine now, but is there anything else that's bothering you?
久々に病院食を食べたけど、やっぱりまずい。もっと味の濃いものを食べたい。今だけはカロリー摂取したい。
If all she's here for is some test, then surely I should be able to bring her something to eat. I have to ask for permission first, though. Is there anything you want to eat once you get out of here? I'll pay as a little celebration gift.
ならエビフライ。ほら、前に行った洋食屋さんの。
No problem. I'll buy you as much as you can eat. But until then, I'm afraid you're gonna have to bear with the food here.
ご飯は我慢するしかないけど。
Give me a kiss, Daddy.
それなら違うのが欲しい。ここで。
What? What's that? Hmm? Sorry, I couldn't hear you. Sorry, could you repeat that? Wait, why are you clicking your tongue at me? I genuinely couldn't hear you, I swear. For some reason, her face is bright red as she redirects her gaze towards me. Then, still glaring at me, she beckons me closer. What?
いいから、こっちに来て耳を貸して。
Okay. I'm kind of scared. Why is she being so vague? Nervously, I bring my ear closer. Then...
いただきます。
What? Her face is mere inches from my own. Her eyes are closed and her eyelashes sure are long. I get the feeling I had these exact same thoughts the last time as well. Yes, sir. But can you not moan? Jesus Christ. I felt this before, the soft sensations of her lips. This is a kiss, right? Once again, she kisses me. I've died. My mind goes blank just as I had the first time. Not that I can't react, but there's a little else I can do but surrender myself to her lips. Bro, it's suffocating.
ごちそうさまでした。
What? That was something. It's not every day I get to make out with a girl in a hospital bed. You're such an idiot. We gazed at each other, moving our faces closer for a second time when...
病室では静か
Oh
に。
no.
すみま
We're
せん。
sorry.
まったく若くて元気があるのはいいことだけどね。入院中ってこと
Damn,
忘
that's
れてない？
embarrassing.
これ以上は言わないけど、病室でそれより先に進んじゃダメよ。
しません。
We weren't.
もうそろそろ帰ったら。
Yeah.
私のことなら気にしなくても退散するわよ。通りかかっただけだしね。
Well, guess I should be going soon.
気をつけて。
What time are we going to be discharged tomorrow? I'll come pick you
来
up.
なくていいって。どのみち退院したらすぐにお店に行くつもりだから、お店の様子が気になるし、鈴音さんのケーキとかも食べたいし。
Alright. Alright, I'll let the others know. I'd better get back to the cafe soon. But before that... What? Sorry to bother you. Someone I have to visit. A certain girl who injured her leg climbing. Sume Shizuka? The same girl who'd been in the hospital with Natsume when she was a child.
やあ、こんにちは。今日も夏目ちゃんのお見舞い？
Yeah.
いいなあ。焼けちゃうなあ。夢を叶えてカフェで働きながら彼氏まで作っちゃうとか羨ましい。
Your dream came true too, didn't it? You got to climb that mountain you drew?
でも彼氏はできてないんだよね。男欲しい。
I'm surprised you don't. You're pretty cute.
おっと、浮気かな？夏目ちゃんに言ってやる。
Why would you say that? Wait, does that mean you've spoken with her?
いや、今のはただのノリ。会ってないよ。
Why not? You're in the same hospital ward.
なんかね、今さら会いに行くのも気恥ずかしくってさ。もし私のことを覚えてなかったら。
Oh, this is gonna be one of her
寂
childhood
しいじゃん。
friends. You're afraid of learning that the memories we shared weren't as important to her as they were to you. Is that it?
驚いた。何？人の心が読めるの？君。
No, Natsume just mentioned something similar to me once.
おー、なるほどね。そっか。みんな同じことを考えちゃうものなのかもね。
I'm sure Natsume would be happy to see you.
そうだと思うんだけど、こう見えて小心者なんだよ、私。
But you and Natsume weren't the only kids who drew those pictures out there. Don't you keep in contact with any of the other patients?
しないかな。退院するとき連絡先を聞いたりもするんだけど、もともと生活圏が遠い子も多いからさ。
Ah, that makes sense. Plus their phone numbers have probably changed over the years too.
それにさ、私は幸いにも完治して健康的に過ごしてるけど、相手も同じかどうかはわからない。怖いっていうか、少しためらっちゃうんだよね。
Natsume's soul had clearly been affected by her time in the hospital, so perhaps Somei-san's was as well. If I were to simply turn a blind eye to this, it would make Natsume sad too, no doubt. In opening Cafe Stella, Natsume had finally managed to make her childhood dream come true. Though, sure, it may not have turned out exactly the way she had envisioned, nevertheless, it brought a smile to her face, and she seemed to be enjoying herself more than ever before. But what if I could recreate that scene in her drawing? Would that make her happy? She's the one who gave me this life, this joy. Would it be enough to repay her, even a little? Would I be able to make her even happier? As Natsume's boyfriend, there's nothing more I want than to see her smile, and Sumi-san just happened to give me an idea.
でもまあ、また同時期に夏目ちゃんと入院してるのも運命ってやつかもしれないしね。前向きに考えておくよ。こういうの気にしすぎてるだけで実際に連絡すると大したことないってことも多い気がするしね。
True.
それよりもいいの？お店に帰らなくても。
Oh crap, I forgot.
次来るときはまたケーキの差し入れとかしてほしいな。
Well, I guess, but I thought you were about to be discharged soon.
まあね。
In that case, you might as well come by the cafe yourself.
そっちも考えておくよ。
By the way, do you think I could get your phone number?
おーっと、やっぱり浮気か？言いつけちゃうぞ。
Please don't joke about that. She can be seriously scary when she gets mad.
じゃあ何？あ、もしかして友達の男の子でも紹介してくれるの？
That's not a bad idea. Well, if you're serious, I guess I could introduce you to one of my college buddies.
え、それマジ？
Sure, it's not that big of a deal. I won't ask you to do anything for me in return, but maybe you'd be willing to give me some advice?
キスってなんかいい。唇を合わせてるだけなのに気持ちいい。キスでこれなら、
あら？彼氏はもう帰ったの？
はい。バイト中なのは本当のことですから。
毎日来てるんでしょ？いい彼氏ね。そんな照れなくてもいいのに。あなたみたいな可愛い子なら 男の一人や二人いて当然ってものよ。
The
こう
Playgirl?
見えて私
Dang.
も若い頃はそりゃあやんちゃしたものよ。
私は一人で十分です。
ほら、思ったよりも順調。
それよりもお伺いしたいことがあるんですが、
何かしら？
明日無事に退院できた場合なんですが、私は普通に暮らしていいんですよね。
そのはずだけど。
お風呂に入っちゃダメとかそういうこともなく、
Oh no.
多少体を動かしても問題ないですよね。
多少なら。でも多少がどれくらいにもよるけど。あ、なるほど。若い男女が付き合えばそういうことも気になるわよね。
Hey lady,
私も若い
chill.
頃は。ってその話はいいか。そうね。三山先生には聞きづらいわよね。
Wait, she's being serious? Oh my god.
わかった。
Jeez.
私がそれとなく聞いておいてあげる。
That's
よろし
wild.
くお願いします。
若いっていいわね。
That's wild. And the route's still not over. Holy
カフェ
crap.
ステラと死神
That's
の蝶。
wild. Okay. Chapter 6, Part 7. Okay, guys. Sorry.
画面です。
But not only was it a long episode, but I didn't even finish the route. The thing is, I don't know why I thought that the route was gonna end. I thought it was already over. And I apologize for that because I know that these episodes are long, but there's no reason why this one should have been even way longer than the other ones, you know what I mean? But unfortunately, due to my calculations, because I had estimated that the route would be over. I have no idea if the route is still like 5 more episodes or 1 episode or 2. So I'm just gonna keep it at the hour. I'm never doing that again because it's a 2-hour video, dude. Nobody got time for that. If you made it this far, thank you so freaking much. You really didn't have to. But this episode was crazy. It was tugging at my heartstrings. I was about ready to cry if Natsume dies or something. I was like, Jesus Christ. But man, this episode was crazy. I'm really glad that they're now together. This is awesome. Like, this is so cool. And the emotional roller coaster I felt while playing this or while reading this, I was just like, holy crap, like, what's going on? Is she going to be okay? Like, is she going to turn him down? Stuff like that. Just so many things in mind the entire time. I shipped them so bad. Oh my God. Oh my God. Is Natsume the best girl? I don't know. Y'all let me know. Who is the best girl? Who is the best girl? I guess it's too early to say since we're barely only knocked out one of the main. We've only knocked out the first, or we're barely on our way to knock out the first girl, and there's still 4 more. There's still 4 more routes besides Natsume. So, yeah, I'm telling you, this is a very long series. A very long series. This episode was a ride. This episode was a freaking ride, and I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did. I had one heck of a time. I really love how I get so caught up in it. Like, I block out everything around me. This is like an escape, you know? Like, I be playing video games or reading a visual novel, and everything around me, just all the problems, everything going on in my life, it just disappears. And it's crazy to me because it disappears and it feels just like that at the time. It just disappears just like that. And it's crazy to me how so into I could get into things, you know, like these. It's amazing. And I love sharing the experience. I love sharing this experience with you guys, the viewers, even if we're not the biggest or not that many people are into it, or even if not that many people see it. Like, I still love sharing it, having it out there somewhere in the internet. Like, that's awesome to me. And I've said it before, sharing the experience with others, whether it's a visual novel, the horrors, the whatever. Like, it's just so much fun to me. And seeing people watch it makes me even more happier. But anyways, that's enough of me ranting for this episode. This episode has already been long as heck. I'm sorry about the length. Again, I thought the route was almost over, you know? I felt like it could have ended so many times, but it didn't. But I'm not complaining. I'm keeping my mind open. I'm trying to see where this is going to go, how it's going to end. I'm very hyped, and I'm very happy to see these two together. This is awesome. I'm having a blast with this visual novel. It's been really good. But I'm going to end the video here, guys. Once again, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like for me. If you made it this far, you're a real one. I love you so much. I'll kiss you in the forehead if I could, if laws didn't prevent me from doing so. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. You won't regret it. I promise. I'm funny sometimes. Now, I'm going to let you guys go. Be safe. Sorry, I'm talking so fast, but I'm trying to end the video fast because I already talked so much. My voice is gone. My voice is gone. But anyways, y'all be safe. And as always, until next time, fellas.